Shagging me because I swear, just three little black ones. Mine's a savage, though. Mine's a beast.
Good to see you.
What do you have today? Have you got a contract for me?
Not only does this quest pay, but you get to have fun doing it. Probably. One of our suppliers asked us to look for someone. See if you can track them down. I bet some opal on your success, so don't fail or I'll be bankrupt. No pressure.
What do you have to... I'll see you later, friend.
Goodbye for now.
Liga Eradgueras!
We're off. No raising the sail here. You must let the sail out!
never heard tell of any river champion. Not sure what to make of that. But you're welcome to ask Eivor.
Sunniva, and stranger, what brings you to our shores?
Vaughn and his crew claim to be raiders of great treasures. They seek to join with Ravenstorm.
If you wish to join us, we only ask for hard work and loyalty. No need of silver or gold.
Wouldn't say no to it, either.
It is good to meet you, Eivor. And there is more in this for you than precious metals. We may seem weary and ragged, but we know secret routes of England's coasts, where you will find a wealth of resources for Ravensthorpe.
You seek to share them with us. Why?
When the table is laden with too great a feast, you gather friends round to enjoy. We seek friends and feasting. Let me show you. I will take you out on a raid, once we repair our ship.
I appreciate the offer, and accept it. And how do you judge our dock?
Ah, now that's a dock worthy of our longship. Come and talk to me whenever you are ready to leave. Are you ready to set sail?
I am ready. On to the raid.
We will use my crew for the first outing. Easier for me to show you what lies along the riverbank. Later, you are welcome to send your own Jomsvikinger along the paths we travel. Mine could use the rest. This river does not appear on many maps. Few know how to navigate it. The Jomsvikinger have been learning its secrets. An old friend said it was a smuggling route for Roman traders. She claimed it was useful in hiding their tracks. You could raid your very neighbors and they would never know it was you. Something to think about. Look, there! Villages! Not hoarders of wealth, mind you, but well worth the trouble if you're seeking rations for the crew. Remember, my crew is like a pack of trained wolves. They will respond to your orders. Give them freely and loudly.
Must be gold or silver here.
Give me a hand! Return to the ship. We are done here! Come on! I've had tougher fights in taverns.
Well, stay alert. The smoke from the flames will alert camps downriver. The fighting will get tougher as we go.
More sail!
There! Military camp. You will find foreign supplies and even gear if you're lucky. They will put up a fight, but so be it, yeah?
Let's go, Vikings!
Done for now. Give off, you!
Must be blocked from the other side. Give me a hand over here! This looks valuable. I should take it back to the settlement. A good haul! Let's go! Need to get on the other side. I thought you were a fighter, yet you didn't join the battle. Biding your time for bigger fights.
More of a captain these days. Odd, isn't it? A raider who doesn't raid. Turns out, spending years getting damn near chopped in half leaves you with enough aches and stiff muscles to keep you both bound. Now come, let us go.
Let the sail out! Let's hit the bastards! of here!
I don't know about you, but I am ready to return to Ravenstone. Let the crew know when you are ready.
Sail out! That's it! Back to the ship! Run up the sail!
That was invigorating. And as lucrative as I promised ya. Think we have got enough supplies here to put something together?
Something like what?
A place to stay where we can stretch out. All. Wouldn't want to bother Adis and the rest.
You know Adis?
I know of Adis. Her reputation as a fighter and as a trainer precedes her. Simply wouldn't want to get in her way.
I see. Well, we have space for a hall. And with enough supplies, we can make something in due time.
Good day.
Eivor! Eivor!
Off we go. Need to row our way out. Let's have a song. Let's hear a story. Can't raise the sail yet.
Story from my youth.
Run
This
up
one
the
has
sail!
no lesson to be learned, or message to be gleaned. Often my father liked to take me on hunts in the forested lands east of Avaldsnes. I loved these solitary times with him. I had never felled a beast myself, and my father thought that this upset me. I was only a boy, but I had the dreams of being a man. So one winter, my father asked me to perform.
Where you at the good part yet?
So one winter, my father asked me to perform a bargaining ritual to the goddess Skadi to improve his bow skill and snow sight. With glee warming my heart, I cut a hair and sacrificed it to the goddess, asking in exchange of skill and sight for my father. When the ritual was done, my father and I set off into the forest. We hunted all day until night fell, and we slew no game. That night, around the fire, I was sullen. My sacrifice had not been heeded, yet seeing my sad face, my father only smiled. Had you been hunting, he said, you would have killed 6 fine deer. For Skadi hears only those who speak to her. This wind would fill the sail.
Sail! Catch the wind! Is there a sea skull among you?
In my youth, I remember hearing the story of Kalda, a fierce young woman whose father forbade her from swordplay and raids. Kalda had skills to match or surpass any man in the clan. And so it was that her beloved Garpi asked her aboard his ship. Once again, Kalda's father forbade her to leave, calling her soft and weak and fragile. But Kalda ignored these insults and left. For a full spring, Kalda and Garpi sailed the coast of Francia, raiding and plundering and taking much silver and riches. Then, in the early weeks of summer, a passing ship gave Kalda the news that her mother had died suddenly. Kalda was grief-stricken. Kalda returned quickly home, only to find her mother there, alive and standing quietly beside her father. Kalda was confused. Kalda's father spoke with a sour voice. I sent the tale of your mother's death, for you were insolent. But now you are home, where you must stay. Hearing these words, Kalda pulsed hot with rage. She slew her father and fled back to her ship, then set a swift sail for the horizon. Fortifications there, Eivor!
Let's go, Viking!
Look! Soldiers dug in over there!
Ready!
Eivor, look!
Sail up!
Military outpost!
Sing, my ravens. You Salskjalls got a story.
During my 19th winter, King Styrbjorn ordered the construction of a new longhouse. The splendid hall you now see at Thornburg. To build this longhouse, he employed the help of 20 men. I was among them, as was Fradi. Stoutest man I had ever seen. We set about felling trees and hewing wood for timber. Fradi was the fastest of us.
We can continue. Sunan, guide me.
Don't knock off now. Punching in the dog. Keep the rat down. Time to go!
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
Back! Don't make me angry!
All right! We have what we came for! Let's go! Sing us a song. Shield! Take cover! Take cover! Can't raise. Let the sail in! Bring the sail in! To battle!
I got a grip!
A good horse. Let's get out of here.
Let's slow this imp down!
What see you, old friend? My thoughts be still. Sail! Catch the wind! Strike up the tune.
Hearken well in Hall of Kings. On ocean steed my words gain wing. Gonna sing the brave man slain Valkyrier way. Reward for strain to Valhalla's pain. Then horns resound the mighty call for those who fight, for those who fall. For those who fight, for those who
Ah, here's the blockade to be cleared. Drop the sail! We must be careful now. We beat the Raven this day!
Kill! Kill! Time is almost up! Shitsack!
Buckets rolling and ice.
That's what this war does. target practice.
No, you're dead! Dead!
Let's get back to the ship! They won't like that.
Blood for Odin! Already dead.
Let's hit the bastards! see about this so-called King of Dublin.
Scuttling up, huh? No chance. That's it! Back to the ship!
Good day, Eivor.
I hear Eivor needs men. And by Odin,
Ride
Eivor
with me,
needs
warrior,
me.
for plunder, glory, and Valhalla.
Your beggar is done, Tarben, and our feasting table will be warmer for it.
Eivor, that is kind of you. I hope one day I can repay you.
You are among friends here. There is no need.
No need, but a desire. An earnest one. I remember the good things people do for me. To warm my heart in times when kindnesses are few and far between. There was one more thing, though, if you had a moment. A grain merchant has set up downriver. I want to bring a half-dozen bags home. but I would need an extra pair of hands.
I can lend a hand.
That's a relief. I did not fancy asking Holger.
An arrival. I wonder if Valka's among them. Tarben, what brought you to our clan?
Your reputation. Heard folks say a band of hard-drinking, battle-scarred warriors had washed up on shore. Said you had settled in the center of Mercia, taking in whatever flotsam, jetsam, and jumble of misfits came to your docks.
And this appealed to you?
More than anything. Always been a bit of a drifter. The thought of settling in a rowdy camp felt like a good balance. And being a baker, I knew my services would not be sniffed at.
Be my eyes soon. I did not take you for a baker when we met. You have the look of someone who swings an axe.
I do hear that a lot.
But baking is your only craft, is that right?
I have always enjoyed it. And I have always been good at it. But when I'm not able to find such work, I take odd jobs where I can. So long as I can work with my hands.
Well, we have that in common.
A question, Eivor. You're a warrior, a fighter. That much I know. But if you could stop fighting, what would you do?
You asked the wrong question. I can stop fighting. But to do so would be to deny the essence of who I am. I think you mean, if I had to stop fighting, what would I become?
No, you've given me the answer I wanted. It's good you found what calls you. A rare and happy thing.
Yes, I see you both. What can I... It's you. What are you doing in Mercia?
Collecting grain. 30 silver's worth if you can spare it. I do have the coin.
Right. Well... take what you need and get going.
That should cover it. Thank you kindly.
Of course. And you take good care of yourself. Yeah?
Is that your usual vendor? You seemed a little surprised to see you.
Did he? Well, could be he knows somebody who looks like me. There's no shortage of big bearded men around here, yeah?
I suppose not. About your question earlier, what would I do if I weren't a warrior? I would ask the same of you. Is baking bread your greatest wish?
Is there something wrong with wanting to bake bread? The Romans baked bread. The Egyptians baked bread.
It is a fine trade. But is it your calling?
It is my calling to feed people, I'd say. To be of service to those I care for, and who care for me. That brings me joy.
Put that way, it is a noble pursuit.
I don't know that it's noble. It is simply what gets me up in the morning. It gives me purpose for the rest of my day.
Need help with your grain?
No need, no need. I'll do the rest myself. Bring it in and put it where I like.
All right. It was good to speak with you, Turbin. A welcome diversion.
You too, Eivor. Thank you for your help.
Oh dear, it feels like it's been so long. Valka, my friend, you're most welcome here. Are you well?
Better than well. I am present.
And your mother?
My mother has found her peace at last. She walks through a world seen only in dreams, and will forevermore.
That is all any of us can hope for.
Indeed. Come.
How was your passage?
Exhilarating. The waves and the wind were with us from the start. We flew like seabirds. And how are you? In spite of your stoic look, there is a brightness in your eyes that warms me.
It may be a kind of hope. Our settlement is growing, the people are happy, and I am looking forward to more.
And your visions?
They come and go. But leave all that aside. Let me help you with your things. This way. We found a fine spot for you at the foot of the hill.
Every hour we traveled, I tried to conjure in my mind some vision of this place.
And how close were you?
I saw the trees, and the water, and the rolling hill. But I could not foresee so much green. It is a magnificent and calming color. A balm for sea-salted eyes.
Valka! Godsapo! What brings you? Hope there isn't a curse on the settlement or some such.
Ha! The only curse on this place is their great lout of a blacksmith. It is a rare feeling to travel across the sea and still find oneself at home. This place feels powerful, alive.
Do you foresee great things for us?
No need for foresight. I feel it in my heart.
Is that Valka I see? What took you so long to follow?
Wanted to ensure the place was up to snuff. We must talk again soon, Randvi, once I'm settled.
And before my arms fall off. What is this I'm carrying?
My heaviest reagents, of course. Lead, whalebone, flecks of gold.
Put this one to honest work. That is what I like to see.
All these people you have brought here. This life you have built on these stranger shores. Does it please you?
It does. To know that I have built this place and kept these people safe is a gift.
You speak first of yourself when I ask this question. Which says more than you intend, I think.
Salve, Eivor. Ad Meliora.
Good day.
And who is that fellow?
Octavian. A strange man. I think you'll like him. You see there? Your home is just ahead.
Tell me about your visions.
They are as they have always been. Little has changed, save their clarity. With every return, the things I see feel less like dreams and more like memories.
And does the Allfather still appear before you?
From time to time, yes. He speaks to me as well, but it feels mad to say such things aloud.
I understand. You can put those just there, thank you.
And here we are.
Lovely, just as you promised. As soon as I am set up here, we can return to the matter of your visions.
Valka, please.
You are touched, Eivor. A conduit for godly tidings. Please, let me help. I may know a way to clarify these visions. An elixir that may open the door of your mind into the realm of the gods.
If you think it would help, I can finish your home myself. Only give me some time.
I would be grateful. Thank you, Eivor.
Of course. And welcome home.
Greetings.
What do you have today?
Sturdy and yet lightweight. Perfect for your life.
I must take my leave. So long.
Goodbye for now.
striking today, Eivor.
Tell me about what you do here.
I buy and sell all manner of items. What's more, I am connected to a wide network of other traders, meaning I have access to nearly everything you could want, right here. But I cannot do much of anything if I don't have a place to work. If you can build a place for me, I can get...
I'm off. Be well, friend.
Until next time, Eivor.
Azar, the river is clear, save for a few bodies and sticks. Your goods will get through.
Your reputation comes honestly then, though I am not sure about the name Wolf-Kissed.
The scar on my neck.
Ah, my Viking name would then be Azar One-Eye.
Thank you, Azar One-Eye. My men will help construct your trade post.
Then I am twice indebted to you. If ever you change your mind about Ireland, I will be found in the trade post, once built. Oh, and I found your letter. Here.
My cousin Barith is alive, and King of Dublin. The Nornian never failed to delight.
Eivor, are you prepared to go to Ireland?
Azar, you did not tell me the king was my cousin.
It was most amusing this way, was it not? A little mystery.
I prefer to know what is what. But it was a pleasant surprise.
He's eager to see you. Shall we set sail?
I am not yet prepared for this voyage.
I will wait.
She looks young to be raiding.
Are they raiders? A strange company.
That is a good song.
Is that everything? This feast has to be great.
Yes, it is our last chance.
Wolf-Kissed.
Welcome to Ravensthorpe. I am Eivor, though you seem to know me already.
You are well known to us. I am Toka Sinriksdottir, and the Frankish boar with me is my advisor, Pierre. We are here on behalf of Sigfred of Francia, renowned warrior and leader of the Northmen there.
You look to be at home here already.
How could we not be? What you have done in this place is amazing. The guest house is a fitting addition. We have also brought new tastes for your long table from Francia. If it is drink you prefer, we have mulled wine.
Very generous. Some might say overly generous.
Consider it a token of goodwill from the hand of my uncle Sigfred. You know, clan to clan.
There'll be blood if any here heard I refuse to feast, so consider it accepted.
Yes, you honor us. Ravensthorpe reminds me of how Francia used to be. Given the chance, I would visit often.
You would be welcome. Yet you do not share your gifts for nothing. I await the boon you surely will ask of me.
Tales of your judgment prove true. You can teach me some of that wisdom over ale this day. Shall we begin?
Let us see if these Frankish treats hold up to scrutiny.
Let us eat!
how one can prefer ale to wine. Mon Dieu, it astounds me still. You Norse may have us Franks on the battlefield, but when it comes to drink, we stand unbeaten.
It will always be ale for my cup.
It is not only the channel that separates us, there is an entire sea of bad taste.
I want to show you something. In our travels throughout England, I have taken swords in raids and battles. This I took in a holmgang against 2 oafish brothers in East Anglia. Tis but a worn twig, but is still my favorite.
So, you have traveled to all corners of this land before arriving at Ravensthorpe. To what end?
I mean to entice you and others like you to join in the glorious raids along the River Seine.
Who have you talked with thus far?
Many. Jarl Hemminger, Guthrum, even Halfdan. Paris itself is set to be sieged. And after that, we will have amassed more riches than anyone in England has dared imagine.
Let me guess how many Jarls will join you on your Frankish raids and sieges. None.
They just fail to see the scale of the bounty we stand to plunder.
What do you really want, Toka?
Every word I have said is true. But there is something else. A new power is rising in Francia.
What kind of power?
The Frankish kingdoms have been united under one king, Charles the Fat. And with this combined strength, Charles has begun a slow march against the Norse villages there. He killed my father and wiped out my village.
I am sorry for your father and your village. We have our own troubles here in this land.
With Charles the Fat in power, those troubles will worsen. After his campaign in Francia, he will come for England. Charles will come for you and your clan. His armies multiply by the day. Real soldiers and cavalry, not like the Saxon farmhands and gillers in these parts.
If the Raven clan were to help you, what is it you would ask of us?
Our chieftain, Siegfried, prepares to siege Paris and make the Franks rethink their actions against we Norse. And our longships will grow heavy with treasure in the doing.
My scouts attest to the claims of Toka and her people. But before now, I saw no reason to involve our clan.
You see reason now?
If the mad King Charles does have ambitions for England, we should act. The Siegfried you mentioned, he rallies the Norse there. Joining him could be our chance to push back against this new king.
Or I could meet this Charles myself. And if you will not deal with me, I kill him.
This problem is bigger than one king. If we kill one, another will rise. Were he murdered by a Norse from England, it could bring the Franks to our shores even sooner.
Then I'll be mindful of who I kill and who I ally with in Francia. Could be a stable king is the way to keep Ravensthorpe safe.
Let me see the sword. I wish to examine the ironwork.
No, I stole this, and it is mine.
Fine. If you will not show it to me, I will have to take it. Ready yourself, Pierre. I challenge you to a holmgang.
Enough. Toka, you came here looking for help with this new Frankish threat. The Raven clan will answer your call.
You will? You will! I promise you will not regret this. Find Pierre when you have prepared, and we will make for Francia at once.
Thank you.
My head. I should have kept kept to ale. Toka said to find Pierre when I'm ready to travel to Francia.
Welcome to the Jomsviking Hall, Eivor. Been a long time since we've had a permanent place to gather and share stories. Come here to hire more Jomsvikinga for your raids. With time, it will attract some impressive fighters. Real talents.
Hey! We're off. No raising the sail here. Let's have a song. Who'll share a tale? More sail!
You have likely never heard the story of the time Odin and Freya appeared before me on a dark winter's night. They
called you their orphan child. Yes, dog. We've heard the tale as often as the sun has risen and set.
Strike up the tune. We need an epic tale.
Here's a tale to tickle your sides. The winter before, I was drinking in Stavanger with some companions. With us in the mead hall were men of Bard Jarl's clan, one of which was a poet named Halli, called Sarcastic Halli by most. 7 ale horns into his night, Halli stood upon his table and called across the room to another man, a skald named Tjodolf. Tjodolf, he yelled. I can compose a more beautiful poem with my belching than you could with your tongue and fine words. The room laughed. Tjodolf loudest of all. I accept your challenge, Sarcastic Halli, he shouted. Allow me to begin.
Bring the
Tjodolf
last
then
down.
spoke this verse. Sad Halli drowns in horns of hubris, squeaking like a stoat, yet proudly the pup calls it poetry. The room laughed again, with Halli joining in. Then, Halli tripped across the room and opened his mouth to speak his verse. From his throat erupted a jet of vomit into Tjodolf's face. his only composition that night, of which he seemed most proud.
Raise the sail here.
Lower the mast! Raise the mast! Sail in! Sing, my ravens. Hush now. Let's hear a story. Not right now. Sing us a song. We'll share a tale.
You might not be aware, but I am a man with considerable shipbuilding craft. In my youth, just 13 winters old, I designed an improvement to our dragon boats. One that gave them extra strength. It is so common now that none remember my genius design. But at the time, I was praised from the top to the bottom of Norway. I had been out sailing with my father when we hit a rough patch of ocean. Our boat trembled like a frozen skeleton. We nearly broke to pieces, but I was not afraid. I was transfixed by the ship itself, watching it bulge and heave. As men screamed around me, I devised improvements to keep the hull. When we returned to port, the men vomiting and weeping around me, I shared my ideas with my Jarl. He thanked me well. In time, all our ships used my new design, and soon all of Norway. So you may thank me, not the gods, for our smooth passage here.
Repton. Sigurd should be here with the Renaissance.
Hold here!
Go, my eyes.
Who stands before Ivar Ragnarsson? Are you Sigurd Drenger? Igor!
Eivor. If you keep that up, we'll stain the floors.
The place could use some color.
Who are they?
All spies. Dressed to look the part of a peasant. Got feisty. Pitchfork. From this rabid little one. Was a time when you met and slew your enemy on the field before they could dream of things like sending spies!
And now we shake hands and make deals.
Not my thing.
I figured.
I love them whipped, weeping, and reeking of piss. Hey! Good boy. You're free, Saxon piggy, to run amok through the Mercian fields.
I would have let him down easy.
Follow me. I'll give you the tour.
What do you call this place?
I call it the shithole. To the Mercians, it is Repton. Their most revered kings are buried below the church. Imagine their weeping when we drove them out.
You plunged your knife deep into the heart of this kingdom.
That is right. We've got a number of Saxon nobles lined up with their lips puckered, ready to kiss our asses. The only holdout is King Burgred and his war thane, Leofrid. But my brother is brewing a plan to deal with them.
I take it that's where we'll find my brother.
Right. Talkers they are, Uba and Sigurd. Might want to dig the wax from your ears.
Don't play me for a fool, Abba. I know Burgred. I'm not going anywhere, Backrot. You have the king on his heels because of me. Because of my men.
For which you were paid. But that price does not change because you have caught a whiff of our Hacksilver hoard.
You forget I am a sellsword. I ask what I please, and I take what I'm owed.
If I wanted to hear you talk shit, I'd gouge out your tongue and shove it up your ass. Now fuck off.
Haggling over silver is a bad look for the son of Ragnar Lothbrok. But worry not, Uba. I have the warriors you need.
If this is one of them, my worries have vanished.
Eivor, Wolf-Kissed, you have come at just the right time. Uba and Ivar here are hunting a king.
And when we've caught him, we mean to crown another. Our dear Thane Chelwolf here.
It's not a role I begged for, but it's what Mercia needs just now. A man to fairly rule both Saxons and Danes.
It sounds like you'll be a king in name only, a puppet.
I am doing my part. I hope you have come to do yours. We're going to need all the help we can get for what comes next.
The king has refused our offers of peace. Chelwolf means to change that. There'll be a new king, and you, England?
For now, Burgred is holed up in his fortress at Tamworth, making a final stand.
Another shithole. Only further south.
We've held a siege there for weeks to no effect. So, no more knocking. Now we batter the gate to splinters. If we take Tamworth, remove Burgred and crown Ceolwulf, come morning the Shire is ours. And Mercia soon after.
Yes, remove. I cannot stress that enough. Burgred is not to be harmed. My legitimacy as king hangs on this one simple fact.
You rob all the joy from war, Saxon.
Not every victory needs to be marked by the slaughter of a king.
But it is much better.
His request is fair, Ivar, and we will honor it.
Ceolwulf betrayed his present king. Maybe tomorrow he betrays us too. Why trust him?
How can I answer that with any hope that you'd believe me? I only want what is best for the people of Mercia. And I want what's best for my son. In Burgred's Mercia, where Danes and Saxons murder one another daily, it's not possible.
This is a good plan, brother. I am ready for the coming fight.
Agreed. Yet remember this. Whatever you stand to gain here, so do we. An alliance between my clan and Mercia's crown.
See this man installed on his throne and you will have it. I swear.
The bold sons of Ragnar bellow to sound the spear din and the thunder of shields. So let fall the arrow storm. The battle begins.
Ah! You never said this one was a poet.
I need to piss.
We have a forward camp just north of Tamworth. Will you go with us?
Lead the way.
Take in the sights of Repton if you like. We will be at the docks when you are ready to go.
I'm glad you and your brother have come, if only to bring some measure of calm.
Ease yourself, Ceolwulf. We all stand to benefit. And you'll be remembered for this for years to come.
For all the wrong reasons, I fear.
A lively town. Quite a lot to see here.
Southeast. Bring the men to the gates of Tamworth. We'll flood the fields, and Burgred shall weep at the sight of what the future holds for this kingdom. Eivor, is your axe sharpened?
I'm ready for the spear din.
And the thunder of shields, yes. It's good to have you with us.
To fight beside such legends is an honor. I've only heard tales of your conquests. Now I get to live them.
We'll weave our sagas together, thread upon thread.
Come on, boy. We'll forge a man from your softness, hammered on the anvil of
One
war.
does not need to fight to be
Move! Move!
Calm, Ivar. The fight's not here.
Aye. The fight is nowhere to be found in this boy.
A boy who happens to be Ceolwulf's son. Why is he not in his quarters?
Our future king wants a battle-hardened heir. Time he proves his worth, don't you think?
Not yet crowned king and already grooming his successor. That shows some boldness.
Right. And bold kings need bolder sons.
Ivar!
He comes with us. And should anything happen to this little sprout, I will bear the punishment our future king inflicts.
He'll want to remove your head.
Ha ha! You hear that, boy? You die, and I'll have to kill your father, too.
Mount up, Eivor. It's a long ride to Tamworth.
You'll have to endure, my brother. He always finds new ways to humor himself.
I'll keep that in mind.
And both eyes open.
You smell that, Jailbird? The stink of jealousy, of our budding friendship, I think.
What is Ceolwulf's son doing in Repton at all?
It's Ceolwulf's way of proving his loyalty. And there's no safer place for a traitor and his son in the middle of a pack of Danes.
Say from who? You and Ivar seem to have brought this Shire to hell.
Fears are with us, common folk. But Burgred still has his soldiers all over Mercia. They're devoted to him, and they'll die defending him.
Your voice, Eivor. You sound different than the brothers.
Good ear, Lord. Most in England cannot tell the difference. But not all Danes are Danes.
From where do you come, if I may ask?
North of the Danelands. A place called Funberg, in Norway.
I didn't know there was land north of there. What are the people like?
You ever see a herd of sheep follow each other off the edge of a cliff? They're like that. The ones who remained, anyway.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Was it a mass exodus from Norway, then?
It was. Norway is now the province of a young king, Harald by name. A boy wise beyond his years.
Are you not angry that he has displaced you and so many others?
I was, for a time. But our weeks at sea have softened my brow fire. If I am honest, I realize I quite admire King Harald. By words and by weapons both. He has pacified the country I call home. For the first time in any man's memory, or any skald's song, Norway has one king. Just one. And that is quite a feat.
That is impressive, truly. England is half the size of Norway, and yet we have 4 kings for our 4 kingdoms.
You see? How could I not be impressed? No, Harald is a good man with grand ideas. I can see that now.
I am only 6 years his junior, and have yet to see my first battle. I cannot imagine the skill and cunning he has.
Your first battle is coming, young Ceolbert. From this day on, you may see rapid progress.
I'm not sure I want so swift a rise.
In truth, Ceolbert, it is my father who bears the heaviest weight of my anger, not King Harald. My father gifted my birthright to Harald without my consent or knowledge. As easily as if he might hand over a barrel of mead. It was not merely a deception, it was a betrayal of trust. The prick of which still stings me.
Be it a blessing or a curse, family is always first.
A good line, boy. Were you not an atheling, I would hire you as my skald.
Skald? It sounds something like Scott, our court poets. Is that what you mean?
Right again.
Fascinating. The harmony between our words and yours is quite something. As if we were distant cousins, separated by an ocean of time as well as space.
I like the thought of that. I do.
best not to.
Look at these pagan rats. Ravenous, unseemly beasts teeming over holy ground.
Have a care, Lord. These pagan rats outnumber us.
I can see that, fool. What do we do about them?
I advise we strongly consider their demands, Lord. We won't survive a fight.
Is that you, Leofrid? How quickly you recover! I'm beginning to wonder if it is a man or a god beneath all that armor.
A man of God stands before you, Eva. Proud and resolute.
That's Burgred's Warthane. Killed a dozen of our men in an ambush along the River Trent. It was Ivar's axe that stopped him.
That is a poor description of a perfect 30-yard toss.
Enough jawing, heathens! Speak your piece!
We've come for your crown, Lord.
With or without your head attached.
I admire your ambition, pagan. But what you ask is impossible. No Dane ever has or ever will occupy Mercia's sacred throne.
Would you settle for a Norse? We're not as gentle, but we're much better poets.
Norse, Dane, dog. You're all the same to me. All godless.
My king, may I suggest a more measured approach to this?
I grow weary of this palaver. You have trampled our lands, toppled our monuments. We've given you silver, fed your people. And yet, in spite of all this, your encroachment on my kingdom continues. No more! We will die defending what is ours, whatsoever the cost. If you want my crown, Uber Ragnarsson, you must pry it from the hands of my bloodless corpse. Man the walls!
Back to the camp. Round up the men. We're taking Tamworth tonight!
Back off, warning
Eivor,
you.
tell the captain we're ready to march. Ivar and I will round up the men. You know your way around...
I've seen them in action.
Watch out, fool!
I'll be there.
As will I.
How about a round of dice?
Who are you? I'm with the Ragnarsons. It's time to roll out the battering ram.
Birgred wanted to fight. Now we'll give him one. Are you ready to march now?
Let's go. It's time to capture a kingdom.
What are we going to do about him?
Jail Beth. Something wrong?
I know these men, Eivor. I've supped with them. Not 2 weeks ago, Leofrith showed me how to wield a greatsword. He's a friend.
Friendships end, often at the point of a spear.
It cannot be that cold. Least of all with Leofrith. He is only following orders.
When the march begins, find an empty tent and stay there.
Do not think me a coward. I am not afraid of war. I do not want to kill my friends.
There's no other way. Fight or hide. It's up to you. Destroy the gate!
Go to the so much. Need the king to me.
Spill your brains!
Come on!
Almost got it!
Fall before me!
Incoming!
Gates down! Push through! Push through! The path is blocked! We must destroy that barricade!
This is our destiny!
What's longer, trolls? To hell with you! Trust you! Throw you!
Let's hit them hard! Right! That's it! Rah!
God is with me.
Good of a fight!
It's over, Burgred. Lay down your weapons and surrender.
Take 3 men and search the rear. Look around. See what you can find. I'll send for Ceolwulf. Tell him we found a throne.
That was a good scuffle, hmm? But I did notice we were short one atheling.
Chronicle of payments made. Like a ledger. There's a symbol.
Ivar, I found a letter. There's a symbol here. Your men have any luck?
Nothing. You?
This. Do you know that symbol?
Tana's sigil. It seems she's been dealing with Burgred as well. The wretch.
She was the mercenary barking at you in Repton, yes? She's playing both sides of this war.
She could have told him anything. Sold him secrets about me, about Repton, our plans.
Why bother with all this pageantry? Fashion a new crown and stick it on your melon. There you have it, you're the new king.
That is not how it works. Not in Mercia.
We're wasting time. Tona is our only lead. We talk to her, find out what she knows.
I would sooner launch my face into my axe than face her.
That might improve her impression of you.
We have the same father, Eivor, but his mother was a sow.
Meet us at Tona's camp when you're finished here. And bring your patience.
And your axe!
Eivor, a word, if you would.
Go, I'll catch up.
I will join the brothers, Eivor. Meet us at Tonas.
My son told me what happened earlier, with Ivar pressuring him to fight. He said you intervened.
You would be mourning your son if I hadn't. He's not a fighter.
No, but he should be. By trial or by training.
He'll come around in time, but keep him from Ivar if you can. He's the furthest thing from a mentor.
Go, Sunan.
This is not going to end well.
Just keep your wits about.
Sigurd, is there a problem?
We'll go see Tonna. Just the two of us. Ivar and Ubba will wait here. Better if Tonna thinks we've come alone. The truth is, I don't think any of us can stop Ivar from cleaving her head open. It's all he was spewing the whole way over here.
Right. Shall we?
We'll return shortly.
A small fortune for whoever sent Tonna to hell.
I'll hold you to that. From what I overheard in Repton, the brothers had an arrangement with Tonna. What happened?
She's a mercenary. Ubba used her for man and information. But that relationship soured now that Burgred is all but defeated. From what I heard, Tonna has hunger for two things. Soft silver and a stern hump. Neither of which earns you true loyalty.
If she can't be trusted, what use is she?
That is for us to find out. We may be able to satisfy her.
And if we can't?
Ivar did tell you to bring your axe.
And here they are, as expected.
If she takes a liking to you, keep talking.
She's more your type, I think.
No. This is your challenge.
Sigurd, what brings you strolling into my camp this brisk day?
I suspect you already know.
Yes. The Embers on the air betray you. And yet, if you are here talking to me, King Burgred remains at large. And who are you, lovely dove? Want to perch your ass on my lap?
That's not why I'm here.
Where is King Burgred? That is what you want. And what makes you think I have the slightest idea?
We found letters. Records of trade. The two of you have a history.
What can I say? The king pays well for my services. If only I could say the same for those two Ragnarsson clods.
You're dealing with me now. And I want to know what you know. Name your price.
Very well. I could use another cow. And you can cover the cost.
When Ceolwulf is on the throne, do you think he'll be pleased to hear you stood in his way? That you doubted him at all? Settle for half that amount and maybe Ceolwulf's first command won't be for your head on a platter.
You've got stones.
Out with it.
Burgred paid me to steer the Ragnarssons clear of two areas, Leicester and Templebrook Fort. It was a hefty amount. If I were you, that's where I'd look. And that is all I know. Not more, not less. We are done here.
Leicester and Templebrook Fort. Do you know these places?
I don't, but the brothers will. I'll bring this news to them. Don't stay around here too long. We've got a king to catch.
Stay back.
Sigurd's told us the news. Well done.
Ledestra and Templebroth fought. What do you know about them?
Leatherchester is a large village. And Templebroch, it's an old military fort. Not much else.
Burkert could be at either one. We should check both as soon as possible.
And what do we do with Tona? I would bet the sweat off my sack she's writing to Borgred now, offering silver for a warning about us.
Let me worry about that.
We should get moving, Drinkit. I can take the fortress at Templebroch.
I will join you, Sigurd.
That leaves me Leatherchester then. All by my fucking lonesome.
Bring a friend, brother. Maybe Eivor dares to be called that.
Go on ahead. I'll catch up with all of you soon.